Gemini. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. I do. I hope your week's going well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you have a good week. Let me know how you're doing, though. I would love to know. Also, let me know what you think of the reading, if it resonates, if it doesn't. I would love some feedback. And again, readings, Spirit can talk through anything, anytime, anywhere. And so it may not resonate with you today, but it might resonate with you in the future. It's interesting because I just listened to a reading from 8 years ago from someone, and it resonated today. So, interesting how Spirit works. Alright, cards are already jumping out for you, so we're going to just dive right in there. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest, even if that includes this entire message. Alright now. Oh, okay. We're doing past, present, future. Past, present, future, and good stuff, or good things to come. So let's see what we have here. Let's see what the message is for you today, Gemini. Alright. We are almost in your season too, aren't we? It is coming up. Alright, so we have Page of Pentacles reversed. This is your past, like recent past, Lovers reversed, and Page of Wands. So you have 2 pages here. So 2 new starts. And so let's go ahead and dissect these, okay? So Page of Pentacles is all about starting something new, like action, taking action. Ace is like planting the seed, like you have a new beginning opening up for you. You can choose whether to take it or not. And then Pentacles is saying, yes, I want that new beginning. Let me move in that direction. So with Page of Pentacles reversed, yeah, it feels like maybe you had an opportunity, or maybe you just weren't sure about moving forward with something. And the Lovers is can be self-love, but it can also be a relationship. And so for some, this might be like contemplating what's going on with your relationship. For those of you who are in a relationship, just reassessing. So in our relationships, we either grow together or we grow apart. We have contractions, right? We have like, here's your present right now, 5 of Wands. 5s are all about contraction, expansion, because we need that to grow. It can't just be all rainbows and roses and buttercups, right? Like, we have to be able to, sharpen each other and evolve forward. And you can't do that. You can't grow without, overcoming hurdles and, using all of your being to sort out problems and figure things out and figure out how you can be the best partner that you can be. Like, how can you be better? How can you be a better communicator? How can you be more sensitive to their needs? And the thing is, when we work on ourselves, it comes together. Like, let's say that you're really frustrated with your partner. For those who have partners, I'm just going to focus in on you for a second. For those who have partners, let's say you're frustrated. That's why you're feeling a little stuck about moving forward, okay? This is Page of Pentacles, moving forward. Let's say you're frustrated with them. They do some things that annoy you, which happens to everyone, even roommates, right? When you live with somebody and they have different habits, they have different ways of doing things that aren't yours, like there's conflict there. Or just they're not listening to you or whatever. When we focus on that, it creates division between you. It creates division between the people. When we focus, so if you're always focusing on the bad, always focusing on the negative, you're just going to get more frustrated and angry. But if you focus on yourself, I understand that you might be frustrated with other people, but if you focus on yourself, okay, they're frustrating me, but how can I swallow that, swallow my frustration, and work on myself to make sure I'm being the better partner? Not the better, like it's not a competition, but how can I be the best partner that I can be? Am I listening? Because typically when we're frustrated by somebody else, friendships included, it's something that we need to work on. Something that spirit is like yelling at us about. We're often hypocritical. Humans are very hypocritical. You know, like I, for one, don't like when people lick their fingers, but I have a habit of doing that because I don't like things on my fingers. And so that's very hypocritical of me. Like, it's gross, it's disgusting in public, you know. I use a napkin, but then I have to wash my hands, and it's just annoying. But it's, yeah, anyway. We can all be hypocritical is my point. And when you focus on yourself, though, and you think of all the things that you like about your partner instead of what annoys you about your partner, then you have growth. Then, like, things get better. Like, you can choose to influence the environment in your relationship and in your home. Especially those with kids. When there's arguments among couples, like, kids feel it deeply. And it influences their future relationships and how they handle them. And so we want to teach our kids, for those that have kids, how to have healthy communication within relationships, how to have healthy arguments and disagreements, and how to love through those arguments and disagreements, even when you feel like giving up, or even when you're like extremely angry. Walk away, reset, focus on yourself and how you can grow and learn in the areas that you need to work on. Because when we do that, things get better. They do. They do. For those of you who are not in a relationship, okay, I just see that, like, self-love, need for self-love, need for, like, filling your own cup, and a need for a new direction. Like, you're just ready to move. You're ready to go. It's not there quite yet, which is why it's reversed, but, like, you're ready to move forward. You're needing to, like, spend more time, really evaluating what you need as a being. You know, is that taking time to have a massage every once in a while, or taking time to, like, go on a walk? Sometimes some of us can become so engrossed with work that we don't make time for ourselves, or we don't feel like we even have time for ourselves. And that's a common message that's going around. So in the past, I see just something going on here, either with yourself and not moving forward, or with a partner and not moving forward. But I see a Page of Wands as well. And this is a new opportunity to move forward in something that you desire. Something that sparks joy and creates a new fire. For those of you in relationships, create something new, because you're focusing on how you can grow, how you can change, how you can be a better person, not harping on their negative faults, right? Focus on yourself. You have new beginnings. And so I see a new fire, a new beginning for those of you who are in a relationship. For those of you who are not, I just see a new beginning to, like, move forward. Like, you were stuck, and now you get to move forward. And with that, though, we have the Sun. Like, this is the best card in the deck. Just feeling content, feeling happy. Like, okay, I can breathe. Like, I couldn't breathe for a long time, and, like, now I can breathe. Now I feel satisfied. I have a partner. For those of you who don't, like, I'm in a good place. My cup is overflowing. I feel like I'm just vibing. This is what this is, the card of vibe. Like, you're vibing. And there might be some conflicts, right? Like, but Five of Wands, to me, I don't really see this as a card of conflict. Like, Five of Swords, like, swords are more like piercing and what you would use in battle. Wands, like, you would maybe practice, right? Like, just little disagreements. But I see, like, even when disagreements come your way, right? Like, even when there's conflict because of how you've chosen to grow as a person. Like, you're able to be like, okay, like, let's move through this and let's grow through this, which is this Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, instead of getting stuck here. See all that entanglement? Like, see how messy that is? So instead of letting it harsh your vibe, you're like, okay, well, let's talk about this. And again, for those of you who have relationships, like, talking about what's going on, let's sit down and let's talk about it as adults, as mature adults, or whatever that situation is. It may not even be with people, it might just be a situation you're going through. And let's figure out, even to yourself, how to handle this situation in a way where I keep my joy and I keep my groundedness. And that's where you are right now. And because you're dealing with this situation in a very mature way, you have this opportunity for your soul's growth, for moving forward. Pentacles are all about our soul's growth, our journey, investing in our work here, physical work and spiritual work, becoming the best that we can be in this life, becoming the best you, you know. I feel like a televangelist. I'm not trying to be one. But the truth is, tarot should always be encouraging, okay? It should always be a tool that brings you comfort, confirmation, affirmation, healing, guidance. That's what the tarot is. So my messages will always be one of hope, because there is always hope. There is always hope. There is always room to grow. There is always joy at the end of conflict, at the end of darkness. There's always light, okay? And so I see that you have a new beginning here. But in the future, so you can choose. You choose what you want to do with this seed. You're going to choose either to plant it and to trust divine, trust the process, trust that your next steps will lead to something more beautiful, something more solid, something that you desire, where you thrive. Or you can trust not to go that way and not plant the seed. But I think that you will plant this seed. And I think that you will trust divine. This is all about trusting divine. This is all about trusting our higher self, which I know some people don't have, like, a spiritual relationship with beings, right? Like, I'm a weirdo. I do have that. I've always had that connection. And whether or not you have, like, communication with your higher self, it doesn't matter. It's when you make decisions in your life that bring you peace. That's what this is about. Like, when you make a decision, it's not like, oh, did I make the wrong decision, and you have anxiety about it. It's like, oh no, I can rest in that decision, and I know that I can move forward in that. That's what that is. It doesn't have to be like, oh, God of the heavens, you know, like, it doesn't have to be like that. It's just like you, in your life, making decisions that bring you peace. And I see in your future, though, okay, some sorrow here. I see some sorrow here. So there's 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is... 5s are all contraction cards, right? You have 2 5s here. And the Lovers is reversed. Page of Pentacles is reversed. Here's the thing, though. We have to go through... We have to go through things that are hard to grow. And this is in your future, but it's coming up in your future. Not to be like, oh, doom and gloom, you know. No, Spirit brings things up to just let you know, like, heads up, this is going to happen, but you're going to be okay. That's always the message. But if you trust me, you're going to get through this and you're going to be okay. This is like a deep sadness to me. Like just something that happened. I mean, it could be even somebody close to you that passed. It could be the end of a relationship. It could be the end of something, I don't know, something that happened in your life. Just apply it how you will. But whatever the situation is, Spirit is saying, like, I'm with you. And don't fret, because you have the Hermit, okay? The Hermit reversed, and you have the Star reversed. And so, I think in this situation, instead of going through this situation and feeling like, oh God, I'm going through yet another situation, like some people just like, they go through the ringer. It's like one thing after another, after another, after another, and they can't catch their breath, and it's just like, oh my God, I just give up. I give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay? The Hermit is somebody who has to take time to go inward. So here, let's see what this. They go inward. They take time for themselves. Because when we have hard situations that arise, it's important that we take care of ourselves. And so Spirit's saying, listen, something's going to happen that's going to be hard. Take time for yourself. Don't keep going and pretend like this isn't impacting you. I've tried that. Trust me, it doesn't work. Take care of yourself. Cancel your schedule. Cancel your obligations. Clear your schedule is what I'm trying to say. And take care of yourself during this time, okay? This is the recent, like, what's coming up. But it's, you know, again, like, tarot as well doesn't tell us something that we don't already know. And so I think that's why this Five of Wands is here. Because you're, even though, like, you're in a good vibe right now, and, like, you, regardless of what happens, this is still for you, okay? This new seed of growth and evolution, which sometimes means we have to go through things to grow, all right? New growth. I want to be a better person. Okay, let me put you through these situations. See if you respond and react the same way that you always have, or if you choose to respond differently. That's why we go through these things. How are you going to grow? How have you grown? What have you learned? Are you going to handle it the same way? Or are you going to choose, instead of to not connect with your North Star, to not heal, to just try to work instead? Like, I just see somebody like just being a little busy bee, you know, just trying to ignore what just happened and just keeping themselves busy, which is something a lot of people do. But Spirit is telling you, don't follow your old habits, because that's not how you grow. That's not what this new seed's about. It's about evolving into someone new and creating new habits. So stop yourself when this arises, because I think it's already on the horizon and you're already feeling it, all right? Like, you're on the edge. When this happens, do something different. Take care of yourself. Go isolate. Not in a bad way, not in a depressive way, but just to, like, regroup. Go get a massage, go get something, go do something for yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. And that will lead to this healing. This divine healing is the star. Look how this person is connecting to the universe. That's light. Light is love. Light is healing. Light is wholeness. So with this situation, Spirit's saying, don't fret, okay? Because you're going to be okay. But you have to choose to handle it differently than you've handled situations in the past. That is the message for you. And the future is the good stuff, the the good stuff out of this is your community that you have around you. I see a really beautiful community that you have. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to go to somebody's house and just cry on their shoulder and be vulnerable. Vulnerability is a way that we grow. It's okay to cry, especially with people you trust. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I encourage that. Because when we don't cry and when we aren't vulnerable, we build walls and we build resentment and we build anger with that. And so let yourself cry. What is in our tears? Salt. What does salt do? It cleanses. Right? It cleanses us. It cleanses our spirit. It lets our spirit grieve in healthy ways. And I see that you have a really good community around you, and Spirit's saying, like, that's the good stuff. You have people, reach out to them. Talk to them, go on a coffee date. Invite them over. Tell them what's going on. Don't keep it inside, okay? Don't try to handle it yourself. And then you also have Justice reversed and the Emperor reversed, okay? And this is the good stuff. This is all the good stuff right here. Here's your good stuff. You have really good community who's going to help you get back into balance, because you can't do it alone. We need community. We don't grow alone. You can't grow in isolation. You can take care of yourself in isolation, okay? Not saying, like, ignore the hermit. You can do both at once. You can tend to your wounds and grieve, but also we can't rebalance without our community. We need a mirror, okay? We always need a mirror if we want to grow in this life. And so I see your community helping you come back into balance, which is what justice is all about, coming back into equilibrium, where things feel right again. And then the Emperor is finding yourself again in a new way. The Emperor is like, look how solid they are. No gender in the tarot. They are like really like in their element. Nothing can surprise them, nothing can jar them, nothing can move them. They've been through it all, they've grown, they've evolved, they've chosen to evolve. And so this reverse is just Spirit telling you, like, this is for you, so choose it. Choose to, like, grow through this, because you can become the Emperor, where you are just, you take this situation and it becomes wisdom and knowledge for future. Like, future things that come up, or even like future people that come into your life that have similar situations that you can share your wisdom to and then help them in that way. The Emperor is just like really grounded. Sorry. The Emperor is very, very grounded. And so in this situation, it's okay, like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Take time to heal. Don't follow your typical habits. Do something different. Bring in your community, okay? They're there for your support, and it looks like you have some really good people in your corner. They're going to help you realign and get back into balance, okay? And then this is what's for you. Just somebody, look, that's a chess piece. Like, they become masters. This is all the major arcana are mastery cards, but like, he's just like immovable in this card. And so this is the vibe. Like, just like, this is what you can grow into. Somebody who is not easily shaken. Does that mean that you won't go through hard things? Yeah, no. You'll go through hard things still, but it won't shake you or rattle you nearly as badly, because you will have grown, learned, developed, clocked in those lessons, know what to do, what not to do, and how to handle it. Okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, even if that includes this entire message. Have a wonderful rest of your week.